Hello friends, welcome back to our channel. It's been said that life is not really hard. It's hard only when we make it harder with our own mind. Yes, problems are a part of life. We have to solve them. But the way we think about those problems is what makes them easier or harder to solve. The more positive and calm your mind is, the simpler the problems will appear and the better solutions you'll find. To understand this concept, let us look at a couple of stories of two individuals who faced the same problem but had different approaches to it. Once upon a time, there were two very good friends. Both were hard-working and dedicated employees of a company. They gave their best in everything they did and always tried to do better than the other. This created a friendly competition between them, and they motivated each other to perform well. One day, both of them were up for the same promotion. The company needed only one person for the position, so one of them would definitely get left out. The day the result was announced, unfortunately, they got the news that they were both unsuccessful. Their disappointment knew no bounds. They felt like giving up. After all their efforts were going in vain. After some time, one of them picked up a call from his friend. They talked about their future plans and how they were feeling demotivated after the setback. He told him about his plan to quit the job and start a new search for a better opportunity elsewhere. His friend listened patiently and replied, "I understand where you're coming from, but I don't think quitting is the right thing to do. We've worked hard to reach her, and all our efforts have gone into building our expertise and experience here. Why waste it all by quitting?" He paused for a moment and then added, "Instead of quitting, why don't you try talking to the manager and ask for a better position or a higher salary? You can also mention that you're reinterested in working with the team, which is going for Project X. I'm sure the company won't be able to say no to such a request." His friend thought about it for a moment. He realized that his friend was right. He thanked his friend for helping him see the positive side of the situation and decided to talk to his manager. The next day, he went to his manager and asked for a better position and mentioned his interest in working on Project X. His manager agreed. He was given a better position with a decent hike. And guess what? He got the opportunity to work on Project X. On the other hand, the other friend started searching for a new job. He was looking at all the companies, which were his previous workplace rivals. Days passed, weeks passed, but he couldn't get any good opportunity. All the companies rejected his resume. Dejected and disappointed, he came back to his previous workplace to apply for a job. But by then, the position was filled and he was not considered. In the end, he was left with nothing. Now, tell me, what was the difference between these two people? In the beginning, both of them were equally frustrated, disappointed, and desperate. They had the same problem. The only difference was in the way they chose to react to the situation. One gave in to despair and frustration. The other chose to stay calm and look for opportunities within the same organization. One chose to complain and crib about the situation. The other chose to accept the reality and act accordingly. And guess what? The one who chose to keep calm and focus on solutions ended up getting more opportunities. When we remain calm and composed, no matter how hard the situation is, we give ourselves the mental space to think clearly and logically. We can concentrate our thoughts on finding solutions rather than being overwhelmed by the problem itself. When we're calm, we're more open to learning. We pay attention to what others have to say. We listen more and talk less. And this helps us gain new perspectives and ideas. On the contrary, when we're stressed, we shut down. We become resistant to new ideas and suggestions. We tend to assume that we know it all and stop listening to anyone. We become judgmental, start blaming others for our own mistakes, and miss out on opportunities because our mind is cluttered with negative emotions. Here's another story that you might enjoy. Once upon a time, there lived a wise and calm hermit in a small hut near a lake. People from nearby villages used to come to him to seek his advice on various issues related to their personal and professional life. One day, a young man came to him. He was a student who had failed in an important exam. He was very upset and wanted the hermit to do something so that he could pass the exam. The hermit remained silent for a moment and asked the boy to fetch water from the lake. The boy went to the lake, filled the pot with water, and brought it back. The hermit then asked him to take the pot and keep it on his head and go to the market. "Don't spill the water, or else I'll be disappointed," he said. The boy agreed and went to the market. As he entered the market, people passing by started pushing and shoving him. Some of them even spoke rudely to him. Initially, he was irritated, but then he remembered the hermit's words. He controlled himself and didn't respond to their rude behavior. He kept calm and moved forward. After buying the stuff from the market, he returned to the hermit. The hermit asked him, "How did you manage when people misbehaved with you?" The boy replied, "I kept calm and didn't respond to their behavior. I thought if I became angry and started arguing with them, it wouldn't solve my problem. Instead, it would make things worse. So I kept calm and solved the problem." The hermit smiled and said, "That's the way to deal with every problem. When you remain calm and composed, you become more confident and self-assured. Confidence is the key to success. It gives you the strength to face any challenge and overcome any obstacle. When we remain calm, we're more focused and alert. We can think clearly and make better decisions. We become more productive and efficient. We can concentrate our thoughts on achieving our goals without being distracted by negative emotions or outside influences. So the next time you face a problem, take a deep breath and stay calm. Look at the problem from different angles. Try to find out the root cause of the problem instead of focusing on the symptoms. Think of all the possible solutions and choose the best one. Remember, every problem has a solution. It may not be visible immediately, but if you remain calm and focused, you'll definitely find it. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your family and friends. Subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon to never miss out on any new videos. So click on it and enjoy. Until next time, take care and goodbye.